People are gone to analytics too much. This is what is wrong with baseball now. Analytics have ruined baseball and Dave Roberts should be fired before Game 5. I'm done. All these fancy new hashtag analytics are ruining football now just like baseball. Yo, what's going on everybody, it's Dawson, and a lot of you guys probably remember the Jason Worth video. And during that video, I stayed pretty neutral on the subject of analytics' influence on baseball, and that's because I was neutral on the topic. But after this past week, I've snapped. Last week was awards week, and after a number of things happened, I'm now pro analytics by far. I'm going to explain why analytics are not killing baseball, and also why you should be on the side of analytics as well. First, I want to start off with what these things were that happened last week which altered my view. So, awards week can always get people into some heated arguments, especially if they are still upset with their playoff result. On top of that, we have free agency, which means a lot of fans will argue what signings or trades would be best for their team. And I would say things like, I feel bad for whatever team signs Machado because that contract is going to be horrendous. Or Soto should have edged out Acuna in Rookie of the Year because of his WPA. Now, if you disagree with those statements, I have no problem with that. But what I've seen when I use analytics, especially advanced ones, for an argument, the common responses I will see are, learn baseball, or have you even played baseball? Now, I'm not offended by any of these comments or anything, but it just shows straight ignorance from one side. And saying have you even played baseball is the worst of these arguments. It doesn't matter if I've never stepped on a field or played 20 years in the big leagues. You can still understand baseball without ever playing the game. Even recently, when Jacob deGrom won the Cy Young Award, I've seen people say he should not have won the award because of his record. Now, deGrom's record wasn't great, but it's not his fault he doesn't get run support. Statistically, deGrom had one of the best pitching seasons we have seen in decades. But I think when you bring up analytics to fans who don't like it, or older fans in general, they are legitimately scared. I don't mean like trembling in fear or anything, but they will just brush it off or ignore it. And I think they are scared because behind all the numbers, there is change. Baseball has been around for a very long time, and we aren't used to seeing openers or players who strike out over 30% of the time in the starting lineup. For them, and for all of us, baseball represents joy, and that joy is something that we would never want taken away from us. So when change comes around that can affect that joy, it can be very worrying. For example, I am absolutely terrified of the pitch clock. I think it is a terrible idea, and I've never liked the idea of a clock on a baseball field. Now, it is very likely that the pitch clock will be approved this offseason, but MLB will just have to get the Players Association on board. Now, we don't know the exact times the pitch clock would be at or how it would affect everything, but it is still coming. Unless we see some serious flaws with it, we will have no choice other than to accept it. And for analytics, it's the same thing, except no matter what you do, there will be no way to eliminate it. Even if MLB were to implement some sort of policy that tried to ban analytics, it would be impossible to censor. You can't just ban math. Baseball throughout its history has had transitional periods, and I think that we are in one right now. We've seen MLB start to try and move away from this image it has, and that image that it has in the public eye is a slow-paced game for old people. And as MLB moves away from this image, we will see changes to the game as well. Whether these changes are good for the game or not is debatable. From an entertainment standpoint, it isn't very entertaining to see guys strike out every other at bat. But on the other hand, we get to mix things up with openers and bullpens every once in a while. To guys like me and a lot of my friends who love looking at analytics to analyze players, it gives us another way to look at the game other than just what we see on the field. We have fun looking at these numbers, discussing them, debating them. It's something that adds another level to the game. We won't know what baseball will be like 100 years from now. Analytic influence will come and go, along with whatever else gets thrown at baseball. But no matter what, it's still baseball. Same teams, same dirt, same game. Thanks everyone for watching, and I want to hear in the comments below, what do you guys think about analytics in baseball? And also, if you enjoyed, be sure to drop a like, and if you're new, subscribe to the channel. We are creeping up on 25,000 subscribers. I'm going to try and get another video out in the next few days, but until then, y'all can go check out the hours of content on the Dugouts channel. And speaking of the Dugout, my merchandise is now available on the Dugouts website, including an exclusive champion hoodie, where the last day it will be available is on Black Friday. So make sure you guys go check that out and all the other stuff that's on the merchandise store, and go cop something. But thanks again everybody for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Now I know I'm better off. Take your lies and put them in a coffin, and leave some room for you. You're dead to me, you're dead to me, yeah. You're the lies you told me, it's so clear to see. You were throwing knives, but the past is the past, and I know it is, yeah.
Dead to me, the realest thing you could ever be. I sleep good knowing that I'm never gonna see you again. The